Welcome to We Are the City. This is a series of inspirational videos where we've asked some of the city's most senior women to share their inspirational stories with you. We hope by watching these clips you will feel motivated enough to go on and live your own career dreams. We really hope you enjoy what we have to share for you, and once again thank you for being members of We Are the City.
The reason behind these videos is to inspire more women to take up careers here in the city. So let's get started.
I have two jobs really, I call it. One's a real passionate job and the other one I'm actually quite passionate about making a change. So one is I run a regional team of what we call international directors that sell international propositions to our client in the target market of anything between 1 and 30 million turnovers. That's my day job. I do that for the Royal Bank of Scotland. In addition to that, I'm the chair and founder of our Women's Network, which we have 5,000 plus members in 38 countries. So I'm quite proud about that as well. That takes up quite a lot of my own personal time. But also what's really great about that is that we're managing to impact change in our organisation as a result of that.
Wow, sounds like you've been busy.
We have been busy, it's not just myself, but I work with a range of women who actually give a lot of their personal time to actually, and it's an employee-led network, so it's primarily there to help them develop themselves, but also to bring something back to the organisation.
What would you say the challenges you faced so far in your career, what would you say they are and how did you overcome them?
I think the biggest challenges have probably been my own self-doubt, and women suffer from that quite a lot because we often think we're not good enough when actually other people see our strengths. So I think being able to work through that and actually say, I can do this, and even if I don't know how to do all of it, knowing that there are people I can go to and ask for help. So I would say, to summarise, the biggest challenge or obstacle has probably been my own self-doubt. You do get challenges around you, but you work around those, don't you?
Absolutely. Can you tell us about the RBS focus, the network that they do there?
For me, it's a real buzz at the moment for us because it's a grassroots network, started from the bottom right the way up. It's made up of all volunteers, so everybody gives up their free time. It's all about us really looking at helping to attract, retain and develop our female talent. And what's absolutely brilliant is that we have a man at the helm of our network, which most people say, why haven't you got a woman? And I said, well, no, actually, it's really important that we involve and engage our men, and to have a senior board member as a sponsor actually is a fantastic achievement for us. Now, his role is really to influence the other men, and I say men because it is mainly men on the board, although we now have 3 on our main board, 3 women. But if we can get him influencing all our business heads, the rest becomes much more easier.
That's an interesting take to it, because obviously when you talk to other women's networks, and there's quite a few in the city, and obviously We Are the City has been a hub as well, that they always focus very specifically on women, but you think it's really important to bring this sort of cross-gender.
Absolutely. We need to educate men on the challenges that women face, because a lot of times they don't know, they can just assume. So the only way to educate them is to bring them into what we're doing and get them really bought in so they can actually feel some of the challenges that we have. I really do believe in reverse mentoring, because when you do that, you actually tell somebody what it feels like. And so what we found is that the men in our business, and lots of women as well, want to actually help you rather than do something to you. Yeah. And I think that's the key that's really important.
Okay, what do you enjoy most about your career in the financial services?
I think the ability to be me, to bring all of me to work. So I'm a woman from a black and ethnic minority background. I think I'm vivacious, I enjoy what I love, I'm very passionate about it. And the fact that every day I will walk into my office, I actually don't know what's going to hit me. Okay? So that actually makes me feel really quite empowered, and it energises me. So I think making a difference. And being a role model, I think, is really important, so that other women can see that you can do it. Yeah. I have got a family, I've brought my children up, but the choices I've made, I've stuck to them, but I've also enjoyed myself, and I think it's important to remain true to who you are.
Why do you think the diversity message is so important to RBS, and how do they kind of promote that?
I think the key thing is it's not so much that it's just important to us, it's actually if we take a sensible step back, it actually adds pounds, shillings and pence. So actually diverse boards, diverse teams create better results. I sit on a very diverse board. My business that I'm running has got a range of people from different backgrounds, and I watch the interaction they have with our client base, and most importantly, how our clients react to them, because they understand the culture that they operate in, they understand the way that they buy, and I think that's really quite important.
Do you think there are still the stereotypical stigmas attached to career jobs in the city?
I think that's not just in the city, I think that's everywhere. But it depends on what you focus on. I'm always focusing on being true to myself. I've always said I'll only work for an organisation that shares my values. When they don't share my values, I've gone. So, and that's my personal thing, so we all have a choice really. And working has always been very important for me in my career. So I'm not saying it's not there, but what I am saying is I don't focus on it. I focus on what I want and what my end goals are.
Networking is something that we, as women, I think we do a lot of. I think maybe more so than men. I think I can be as bold to say that. Why do you think it's important, and how do you think it's helped you? It's
no longer the nice to have. It's an essential part of your career. You know, when that CV lands on someone's desk, hundreds of them land on that desk, and so actually, you're lucky if someone picks you out. When somebody actually knows who you are, actually straight away you've got an affinity. You're in a strong position because they'll say, actually, I know that person, I've met that person, or I might pick up the telephone to somebody who does know them. I want my clients to speak to other clients. I want my team to work with other people, because actually it opens up the market so we have more people to do business with. And this is why the whole piece around diversity and network is actually a key element to how we do business. It's not enough to just be good at your job.
No.
You have to have a strong network.
You need so much more now, don't you?
Absolutely.
And just lastly then, what piece of advice would you give to We Are the City members?
I would say to them, go for it. Don't hold yourself back. You know, we're always afraid of failure, but actually no one's ever tried and failed. But what happens is if you don't try, then actually I do think you fail, because you haven't given yourself the opportunity to go for it.
It's better to have tried and failed to have not tried.
Absolutely.
Lovely, Heather, thank you very much.